In this video, we will discuss little bit different concept in data modeling, that is union. So let us explore how it is different from join and when to use it. Consider this scenario. Due to various reasons, we maintain data of same structure in different table. If you remember, initially we have loaded this record orders as well as orders underscore 22. The reason could be to manage the size of the table or to archive less important data. So whatever current records are there, I am maintaining in the order table, and whatever old records are there or previous year's records are there, I am maintaining in orders underscore 22, but the structure of these two tables are same. However, for the analysis purpose, we still need to combine these tables to get the required insight or the information from that data. That is where union comes into play. Union is basically used to combine the results of same structure of two or more select queries. Same structure, when I'm saying same structure, I mean, for example, in this scenario, you can see we have three tables. The column names of these three tables are same, that is A, B, C. Their data type is also same, their column names are also same. Now I want to combine using union, but when I combine using union, it will be appended one below the other. The rows are getting enhanced or rows are getting added. And the other variation is union all. When you want to include the duplicate record as well, in that case we will use union all keyword instead of union. That is the basic difference. For example, in the first table we have the order 001. That order is also present in the second table 001. But when we use union, the duplicate will be removed and we will get only one record. But when we use the keyword union all, we will get two records for the same order, that is 001. So that is the basic difference between union and union all. So here are some real world scenarios where we use union in SQL. The first scenario could be when you are combining data from multiple monthly reports. Sometime what happened in Excel, you must have seen we maintain the records for different months like January, February, March in different sheets. But for the reporting purpose, we need to combine them to get the insight or the required information from all the records. The second scenario could be when you are merging user records from two branches of the company. We have two branches in the company where we have different users. They are using the same table, but they are maintaining their own data. For example, a manager who is managing both the branches, what he needs to do, he needs to combine the data from all the users from different branches and use it for reporting purpose. This could be the scenario number 2. The third scenario could be when you're analyzing sales data collected from two different systems. For example, all the archive data or old data is maintained in an Excel sheet, and all my current data is in my SQL database, for example, PostgreSQL database. So in that case, we need to combine the data from the two different systems to get our required information or to generate the report. Let's try to understand the scenario or example that we are going to use in this video. We have the table of the current record of orders of 2023, and we have maintained our old records or previous year's record in a different table called orders underscore 2022. Now if you observe, the structure of these two tables is same. Okay, the column names and number of columns and the data type of the columns, everything is same. That is the basic condition to use union. And when we write SQL query using union to combine these two tables, the final result would look like this, where we have the records of 2023 and 22 in a single table. Okay, So that is the application of union. Remember, when we were writing the joins, we were adding the columns. Okay, different columns from different tables. But in union, what we do, we add the rows. That is the basic difference between union and joins. The scenario we have already discussed when we want to combine data of multiple tables in a single view. In those cases, we write unions. And how to write union? Here is the syntax, which is really simple. We start with the select statement, two select statement combined together. The first select statement from the table number 1 and the second select statement from the table number 2. And we combine these two using a keyword called union or union all. I have already explained you the difference between union and union all. We use union all when we are not bothered about the duplicate records. When we use only union keyword, the duplicate records will be removed and we will get unique records. Of course, we can enhance or we can enrich this statement by adding where clause or subqueries and many more. And that is what we are going to explore in pgadmin. Let's head back to pgadmin and write some SQL queries using union on the data that we have been using. We are in pgadmin. If you remember, at the beginning of this section, we have added 3 tables. Now in this video, we would need orders and orders underscore 2022. That is the reason we have added this table for explaining union. Let me show you the results of these 2 tables. When I am executing only orders, you can see that we have the records only for 2023. Now, if I change it to underscore 2022, which is different table, and execute it, we have only 3 records, but the records are from 2022. Now let's try to write a simple or basic select query using union. The first is we have to start with the select star from orders, and we have to use the keyword called union or union all. For now, I'm just sticking with union because I don't want any duplicate records in my output or result. I'll just say select star from orders underscore 2022 and execute this. Now you can see that we have the records for 2022, 2023, everything is combined into a single table. Let me add just another clause by saying order. I have just added this order clause to see the difference. We have three records from one table and all of the records from the remaining table, that is 2023. So that is the basic purpose of union. We are combining the rows from 2 different tables having the same structure. Okay, I hope you have understood the difference between joins and union. For both, we are combining data from different tables, but in joins we are adding columns, in unions we are adding rows. Let's add some more clauses. For example, instead of just simply writing the select star, we can also add the condition where I just like say order date less than. I'll execute this. You'll see that we have the data from all the records. Basically what we are trying to do, we are trying to get the data of only first 5 months of 2023 and all the records from 2022. So you can see that I have the data from first February, March, April, that's it, and the remaining data is from the 2022. There is no data for June, July, August 2023. That's where you can add various clauses like where, order by, group by, limit, all these things where you can add that. Let us write one more query which is a little bit complicated, having more clauses. Okay, so I'll start with select. Now I want to count the orders of both the queries. What are the total orders? I just want to show this as total orders. Okay, from. Now instead of mentioning the table, what I'm doing, I'm just writing the another query inside this table. Select inside select, which is nothing but the subquery, by the way, which we are going to discuss in more detail in our coming videos, but just for the demo purpose we are using this simple subquery, select star from orders Okay, and then we have to union it. Union, select star from orders underscore 2022 and bracket close, go down, and I want to show this column as combined orders. Okay, let's execute this. You will see that there are total 13 unique orders from these two tables. You can get these kind of insight using the unions and subqueries. Basically, this tells us the total number of distinct orders across both the table. So in conclusion, union helps merge data from different tables or queries. To repeat again, the use union when you want unique records and use union all when you want all the records including duplicate records. That is all we have for this section. Before we conclude this section, we are going to discuss one more important topic on the order of execution, which is often asked in SQL interviews. And to talk about more on this, I shall see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.